Hello, everyone. It's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Codename Banshee. And this is a new action thriller from director Jon Keeyes, who has previously done some other recent action thrillers that are more of like the straight to VOD variety. And this definitely has that feel, but it also has Antonio Banderas in it, so that got me excited. And as the king of straight to VOD action thriller antagonist, Tommy Flanagan. And this film focuses on a deadly killer named Banshee who discovers a bounty has been put on a former assassin in hiding that she knows it has a connection with Caleb, and that is Jaime King plays Banshee and Antonio Banderas plays Caleb, and she goes into action to protect him and his daughter played by Catherine Davis, while also trying to figure out what happened to her own father because she has baggage too. And you know who's after him is Tommy Flanagan's Anthony Green, who is big bad guy. And from a directing standpoint, like this is an hour and 28. This is like an hour 28, hour 32-minute action thriller. It's generally pretty tight. There are some moments where it lags a bit, but like generally it's just like it moves, it has specific beats, it leads up to, you know, big action sequence in act 2, big action sequence in act 3, has a nice introductory one in act 1. It has enough action there, and the action is fine. There's moments where it feels like the beginning parts, it feels a little exciting and John Wicky, but a little bit over edited. Some of the action sequences in the second and the third act feel a little more mundane. It's just like, ooh, somebody's shooting out a building at people outside a building. Let's shoot, 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 shoot. Not really inspired, not really particularly interesting, but you know, it's thrilling enough at times. And this film has a very distinct drab and kind of dark cinematography to it, and I don't think it really does the film any favors. It kind of draws some of the life and energy out of the film at times, and I feel like there probably could have been a little bit more life and energy in terms of how the film's portrayed and shot. But you know, for a film that has pretty low budget like this, at least it didn't look like, hey, let's flash every light we have, saturate everything, and give this no personality at all. It has a look, at least. I just don't know if it's the best one. And you have Jaime King, who I think does a fine job. Her character has some past daddy issues and this connection to Caleb, and that's about the depth that we get. And you know, she does the physicality well, and I think she sells it. It's not a particularly memorable or interesting character, but I think she does what she needs. Antonio Banderas is Antonio Banderas. He has presence. He does a fine job as Caleb, who, look, I don't think most of these characters have a whole lot of distinct personality, but at least you get Antonio Banderas, probably the one, and like even Catherine Davis's character, her the daughter, she has some moments of like learning how to defend herself, and there's a couple of nice little moments in the climax of the film between her and Banshee. I do wish there was maybe a little bit more Antonio Banderas because, to be honest, that's why I came here. But you also have Tommy Flanagan, who's just hamming it up, honestly. And it's kind of nice seeing him getting a chance to just like flex some personality in all these like straight to VOD action thrillers instead of not being in movies. And I think he's definitely having some fun. He's definitely having the most fun out of anybody in this movie, and he can tell. And I think that works for the film. And, you know, long past the days of him being smaller supporting characters in Braveheart and Gladiator and popping up here and just, you know, I get to be a bad guy. And he does it well. And in general, this is probably a derivative and forgettable kind of action thriller. But, you know, for the time that you have it on, I think it has just enough to keep most of your attention. And if you're a fan of the genre, I think you might get something out of it. But those are my thoughts on Codename Banshee. Let me know what you think. Let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland review.